Hey, I'm Haley B and welcome back to my channel. I've been a little absent on here because I just got back from France where I celebrated my 27th birthday in the Palace of Versailles. I got to spend the night there and I'm doing an entire vlog on it next Wednesday. But for today, I want to do a mini vision board creation to honor my birthday and what my current style and wants and manifestations are, so that next year I can come back and compare the two. So this is what I have on my board for my 27th birthday, and it is so interesting to see how just this compares to my previous different vision boards I have made, but this is what's on this one. So here's kind of a zoomed out, if I can get it all on here. I left half of the board blank, so that way next year I can do the same thing and kind of compare the two. But we'll just start down at the bottom. I put this image on here of this girl in Telluride, Colorado, because my friends and I are planning a trip there in October. So that's my next trip I want to go on, so I posted that. We're also probably going to be going to the beach in November, and I really want to do a picnic on the beach with a pizza. And I also want to get some business cards made for my business, my travel business. So I really like this oval and arched look. And then down here is a home, because I really want to buy a new house and build. I really want to move away from where we are right now, so there is a lot of home stuff on all of my vision boards I make. And then I have this here, this like really pretty palace aesthetic, because I just got back from the Palace of Versailles. And then I have this one here of this girl in bed getting breakfast in bed and drinking champagne, because I really want to spend more time this year pampering myself and just living my best life. I rarely tell myself no, but I do want to spend more time just like actually pampering myself and spending my money on experiences and not things. So I'd like to have more fun breakfasts in bed in nice hotels, and just treat myself more for my 27th year. Let's see. I love this quote: to live life like your Elwoods, and Warner told you that you are not smart enough for law school. I love that quote. Let's see. So I'm really into like the old money vibe these days. I feel like that aesthetic is really coming back. So the like tennis skirts and sweater sets, and I just think it's such a cute look for fall, so I'm adding that to my vision board. And I, opposite of old money, am really into the cowboy boot, like pink cowgirl aesthetic that's going on right now, especially if you've seen the Bama TikToks for the sorority rush. I think it'd be so much fun to go out with my friends to some bars and wear skirts and hot pink cowboy hats and cowgirl boots, and I just think it would be a lot of fun, so I put that on my vision board. And I also have this setting of people eating on the river. This picture is actually people eating on the river in France, but so I thought that was pretty cool considering I just came back from France. But I went ahead and put it on there because where I live there is a river, and I think it would be a lot of fun to plan a date night with Trent and pretend like we're back in France and get some desserts and some wine and go down there and sit and maybe watch the sunset one evening. And I also really like this quote here. This one. Let's see. It says, "I am not lucky, you know what I am. I am smart, I am talented, I take advantage of the opportunities that come my way, and I work really hard. Don't call me lucky, call me a badass." And I love that quote because I feel like a lot of times people see people getting things they want and achieving things in life, and they just assume that they got super lucky. So I always think it's important to realize that you know, people had to work for the things they got. And I love following different girl bosses on Instagram and seeing all the different things that they achieve. And so I really liked that quote. Casey Musgroves. Have to include her. I love her pink outfit in this. Another home photo. I love the neutrals and the natural lighting. Bubble bath, because I love to take baths and I don't currently have one in my house, so that's just another thing I'm manifesting, is that I can have a house with a bathtub. And another quote that I really like on here is where you are a year from now is a reflection of the choices you choose to make right now. And I really love that quote, because it's always just a reminder that the things you're doing today, no matter how small, is going to amount up and help you get to where you're going to be next year. I always like to imagine where I'm going to be a year from now, and I can tell you 100% that last year on my 26th birthday, I would not have even dreamt to be where I am right now. Since my last year on my 26th birthday, I just came back to work after being laid off because of COVID. I did not have my business. I didn't have this YouTube account. I was pretty much just sleepwalking through life. I was doing my job and sitting at home and really not doing much. So I'm really happy with the decisions I've made over the past year to get me where I am right now. So I can only imagine where I'm going to be next year. My prediction for next year for my birthday, where I want to be in life, is that I really want to go and live for a month in Italy with Trent. So that's one prediction, is that I will either be, have just gone back, currently there, or getting ready to leave for our month trip to Italy. And I also predict that I'm doing super successful or doing super well in my business and getting lots of sales. I would definitely like to increase my income from that. And I really hope that we are living in a new house by next summer. And who knows, maybe even a baby. I don't know. It's so funny, because if you would have asked me when, say I was 21, where will I be when I'm 27? I definitely would have had a baby already. And in this moment, I can't imagine myself with one, but who knows what will happen by next year. I have another house image here with a pool, because I really want a swimming pool. I grew up with one at my parents' house, and I love to lay outside in the sun and lay in the pool, so I really want one at my own house. And then I just really love this bedroom. It's another just aesthetic that I really like for home design. So yeah, this is my mini vision board that I made in honor of my 27th birthday. It has some of my current style and things that I want in life and I'm manifesting. And hopefully next year when I turn 28, I can make another one and see how my wants from this year compared to next year and how I made it so far in life. And yeah, I can't wait to see what happens within the next year. It sounds so strange to think that I'm 27 years old and I just came back from France and stayed in the Palace of Versailles. It's such a dream. When I was 20, my parents bought me a cake for my birthday that was actually Marie Antoinette themed. So to think that 7 years later I actually slept nearby where she slept is just crazy to think. Also a fun fact I learned while I was there is that Marie Antoinette was actually hideous. She was not pretty. She was a product of incest, and they kept describing her as having a huge forehead and really hooked nose. So that was pretty disappointing to find out, but still so cool that I got to stay there. I can't wait to give you guys a tour of the room I had and go over the entire process and how much I enjoyed France and the Palace of Versailles next Wednesday when I make my video. So make sure you subscribe below and like this video, and I will see you next Wednesday. Also, quick hair update. My hair is getting so thick that I honestly, I don't know what to do with it. These curls underneath are my natural curls that are coming back that I haven't had since childhood. And I've just kind of touched up on top a little bit to help it, but it's getting so thick, and the texture of it all is becoming super strong and just a lot more coarse feeling. So before, my hairs just felt really super fine, and now it's just like, even when I lose hair in the shower, each strand of hair is so strong and so thick. So I don't really know how to fix this yet. I'm working on it. The hairs that are growing in at the front are growing in super nice, and they're starting to blend in with like my normal hair, so they're not sticking out as much. But yeah, I don't know what I'm doing yet with it. I have a lot of hairs, you can't tell on the camera, that are sticking up here, like all over the top of my head. PRP injections are going great. If you haven't watched my videos yet, I have some before this where I go over why I got PRP injections and how it helped save my hair from hair loss, and yeah, I 100% recommend it. Look at this. Don't know what I'm going to do with it, but I'm happy to have it. Bye.